Hello, my name is Anthony Jones. I am a former recipient of the 431 Exchange Scholarship. I received the scholarship during my second year as my master's at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi, and I graduated with my MSW in 2021.
Well, I am so happy to be talking to you today, Anthony. So when we first met you, you're right. You were about to graduate middle of your program. It was it a 2-year program or a 3-year program?
Yeah, so it was supposed to be a 2-year program, but I wasn't dead set on social work until my first full year of the program. I had applied to a clinical program, a PhD program in psychology, and I wasn't accepted. And so I went over to the School of Social Work at the College of Public Health at Jackson State, and I was like, hey, like I really want to get some graduate school experience, and I feel like this aligns with what I want to do in the future. And so I applied there, got accepted, and then I fell in love with it. I fell in love with social work and who the people were, and why we were doing the work. And so my next semester, I went on to do full time, but I ended up graduating within 3 years, while getting a wealth of experience in Tulsa. I was a part of the people who started the first all Black Boy Scout troop in the Greenwood district in Tulsa. I was able to work in the schools, and I was just able to, support my family through that time too.
Can you tell us a little bit about your educational journey in high school?
Yeah, so I went to one of the best high schools in the state. It's a public school, Booker T. Washington, and I think it was 1913 when the school first opened up, and my father
Wow.
went there. All my aunts and uncles went there. It was one of the only schools you can go to if you're a Black person in the Tulsa community. I think that was one of the reasons why I went there, but also it's the best school, in the city, and so it was challenging because of that. But also, through that, I didn't really have a choice on, what I got to do with my academic career. So my dad told me I had two choices. I either get an academic scholarship, and that was out of the question, or get a music scholarship. And so I ended up graduating and getting a music scholarship to Jackson State University to play in the Sonic Boom in the South. My inspiration for doing school psychology is that I think working in schools, one need that I saw that was often unmet was the advocacy and I guess, the brokering of services for children with specific learning disabilities, particularly Black and Brown children. So when you look at school psychologists, the majority of them are white women and men. However, the majority of the people that they serve is Black and Brown students, and there have often been times where these professionals have often not given these students the culturally responsive interventions that they needed.
So you're in school right now?
Well, no. After my first year, my mom was killed in a car accident, and
Wow, yeah.
I found it really tough to be in the classroom and grieve at the same time. But I had enough credits to transfer to my master's program and graduate from there.
In
And
psychology.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So now have my master's in social work and my master's in school psychology. And I ended up working in private practice for 2 years in a community organization here, where I was working with children with school-related challenges, and I was also working with children with specific learning disabilities. 2 years later, I am here as the assistant program director for the Graduate School of Social Work at the University of Denver.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So did you get any other scholarships from anybody else?
Yes. Uh,
Okay.
I got another scholarship from the Council on Social Work Education Minorities Fellows Program. So essentially, for an entire year, I received specific training through CSWE and SAMHSA to prepare myself to work with individuals through the clinical lens, work with individuals with substance use challenges.
Well,
It's
we were glad to be a little part of that, and we are so glad you applied to us and that you've gotten to be part of our extended family. You truly have been a bright spot for us.